If you love music as much as I do and you like all the things Local Distortion does for unsigned artists, then please support the show by donating as little as £1 a month to patreon.com/Local Distortion Podcast. Please subscribe to the Local Distortion YouTube channel for more interviews, live performances and new shows exclusive to the channel. And also like and share the Local Distortion Facebook page at facebook.com/Local Distortion Podcast. Welcome to Local Distortion. On this podcast, I'll be talking to the best up-and-coming independent artists and bands. I am your host, Daniel Kirk. So my guests this week are Goliath Theory. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Would you like to go around the room and introduce yourselves?
I'm Roger. I'm the vocalist and guitarist.
Is that it?
I don't know, yeah.
Oh, right.
Don't do much else.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm Joe. I play the bass, and that is it.
I'm Callum. I hit drums, and that's about it as well.
I like the way how you described yourself on your Facebook page. That was quite funny.
What,
you said
does the guitar stuff?
Yeah,
That's it.
playing bass since 1996.
Oh yeah, I put that.
Hitting,
yeah, that was me.
hitting stuff.
Wasn't quite 96.
I think it was.
Do
It was
you?
98. I can't remember.
I was born in 96. Haven't been playing bass that long.
I want to check now. I swear it said 90 something.
I can't remember.
Bear with me.
You know, your mum could have given you a tiny little bass guitar
What?
out the womb.
You reckon I was playing bass out the womb? She was like,
Or in the womb.
see the album cover now.
It's like a
got-
rehash of Nevermind
yeah.
cover. Joe playing bass since 96.
Yeah, there we go. That's
you-
so funny.
Put that on.
Yeah, I did.
I do my research, that's all I'm going to say.
Thanks for telling us.
Yeah. Well, no, it's because
It's changed.
it's because I wasn't on it.
What else has changed? Do you make all the songs as well?
It's my long-term plan.
Yeah.
It's a,
Slowly taking
yeah.
over. So where are you guys all from and how did you start this band?
I'm from Cranfield,
Where is that?
between it's slap bang in the middle of Milton Keynes and Bedford. I have to
Okay.
explain that quite often.
Yeah,
so,
I've never heard of that.
But would you not say?
yeah.
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 How did we get together?
Yeah. How did you
Well,
start
where?
the band?
Only matters where Roger came from.
That's what I was waiting.
I'm from Wootton in Bedford. Recently moved to Huntingdon.
Oh, that's cool. I'm from Lidlington. I'm from Lidlington, which is like 10 minutes from Cranfield. They're both in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, I thought of the name and got the band together. Enough said.
Well, come on. There's more
Did
to
the
it than
name the name came first? Did it?
No, I asked Roger first what he was doing and if he wanted to make a two-piece
Yeah.
band. And then after that.
But that was after a long period of doing nothing musically.
It was, yeah, musically, yeah.
Yeah. And then you gave me a message.
And yeah, I remember my mate invited me down to Esquire's and I started listening to music again. I thought, why am I not still doing this? Looking at live bands and that. Got in contact with Roger and said, do you want to get a new band together? Seeing as he wasn't doing anything at the time. Playing a bit of FIFA.
Yeah, well, you know,
As you do.
Yeah. perfect lifestyle, isn't it? And then you turned up.
Eventually.
Hey. The saving grace.
When did you decide to get the third member?
Well, I'd heard about like Goliath Theory had started, Callum Kenyon, he's doing stuff, he's making moves in the music industry, this is great. I'll go and check out a gig, okay? So it was like your second gig or something I came to?
Yeah, what we're doing, jam night or something?
Yeah, it was like a jam night at Esquire's. I was just like, I really liked the sound of the music. And so I thought, I want to get in on that.
And begged us to come in.
Literally after the show.
Just message like, got to be part of that shit.
Yeah.
Let me in.
Well, that's really nice, isn't it? At least you're not like hunting around trying to like get
Like
people
find
that,
Yeah.
to find someone like, please join our band. Like, it's
Well,
nice
you'd
when
had-
someone's begging you for a change.
You'd already had people ask you.
Yeah,
didn't
we had
you?
one guy ask us. Yeah,
Oh, just right.
just one. Yeah,
Approached Roger in the toilet.
yeah. Did he?
Offered him his services.
I think I might have been leaving the toilet. I can't remember. But
I
yeah.
can slap at the bass.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. He was all right though. He was nice enough, but I don't know. There was a strange sort of decision that, and we thought, do we want to stay a two-piece? Do we not?
a bit of a
Like
prick,
stuff
innit?
like that. Well, because I didn't really know you that well, to be fair.
No,
at all.
that's true.
And I trusted that musically, you're quite intelligent. Or at least I think you are. Anyway. Or at least that's the vibe I got off everyone else. So I thought, yeah, probably be all right. After a while.
Worth a gamble.
Well, I
Yeah.
kind of pitched it as you're obviously like developing your sound. So keep developing it. And if ever you think, okay, we want a bass player, I'm your man. Do you know? That's kind of how I
I'll be
pitched it.
waiting.
Yeah. So I was happy to like let you just get on with it if that's
Yeah.
not what you wanted to do.
Yeah. Well, then,
But if it doesn't work out, you can always kick him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But no,
I'll
I
just
think
go back to the previous lifestyle.
Still in probation, aren't we, Joe?
I think the band wouldn't be the same without having three people in it now. I don't think.
Not without Joe's input.
No.
His musical knowledge that we don't know fuck all about.
Well, I don't know. I'm blagging it as well.
Well, you know more than us. I
That's
think.
all this podcast is, by the way, is just blagging it. Don't worry. We all pretend like we know what we're doing. We really have no idea. Especially me.
Leave that in, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's,
We like to be honest on this podcast.
we are friends.
But no, yeah, I mean, it all came around at the end and it's all good now.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the name Goliath Theory?
That's your story to tell, isn't it?
I
I
don't
just
even
realised
know
no one can
this.
see me raising my eyebrows there. Doesn't make any difference, does it? So, obviously, we needed a band name. Roger said my first few ideas were shit.
Let's talk about them first. What were they?
I can't remember now.
No, I'd have to get like scroll through
Yeah,
thousands of messages to find
months
them.
and months of
Oh,
messages.
man.
Because we're such
No,
good
don't
friends.
give it a go.
even bother.
Well, while he talks about it, if I can't find it by then
Oh,
fuck
man.
it.
Okay, good. Let's do this quickly then. So basically, I had to come up with some band names, and how else do you come up with band names? I don't know.
Well, you can Google search it.
You can.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can.
Random band names.
They're rubbish though.
But yeah, like,
band name
seem-
generators.
They've not got any
Meaning
oomph to
behind
them.
them.
Yeah, or like
Should we do that now? That might be quite
What
fun.
Google random, what we could have been. God, mate, that's
To
gonna
be
take
completely
ages.
honest,
yeah, I'll do it now. I'll do it on my phone.
You go to the Bible.
See, we're all
right?
Stay doing that.
multitasking.
Yeah, yeah.
You carry on with the story.
All right, yeah, okay.
We'll set these guys to work.
Actually, after struggling with band names and thinking of like cool video game names and stuff like that, actually using the Bible helped. I'm not religious at all, but
Wow.
there are some pretty cool names in there, like Exodius and all that sort of stuff. And
I
then
was not expecting that.
I was thinking,
neither was I.
David and Goliath,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Goliath was just pretty epic
It's
sounding.
a pretty beefy name, isn't it?
Yeah, and then just sort of something random at the end actually. So Theory, and it just sounded pretty wicked. Started with
It is-
the
it's a good
Goliath
name.
Theory, and
It
then
is a good name.
removed the.
So someone said to me, it just sounds like a band name that could be a successful band. I suppose that's kind of what you want in a band
It
name.
is, yeah.
Yeah, when you have a good name, you know you're going to be successful.
Okay, I'm on bandnamemaker.com.
Okay.
Top of the list is Between Nicotine.
Between
Okay.
nicotine.
Between
That's a bit shit.
Nicotine.
It's not
Okay.
awful.
Does it just randomise every time
Yeah,
you press a
completely
button?
random.
Okay.
Well,
What's
it's got a
next?
list of 5, actually. I've
Okay.
got 5 here.
Just read out the 5.
Frustration Gull. Glimmering Feature.
Nice.
Glimmering
I'm feeling that
feature.
one. Might change our name here.
Horn. Yeah?
It's a
What?
turning point.
You feeling some of these?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. Horned Diet. Horizontal Owl. There we go. So that's what we could have been.
I think my favourite was the last one.
Horizontal
Horizontal
Owl.
Owl.
I don't know why.
You could come up with really good song titles just pissing about on that
You
website.
could do, to be fair. Song titles aren't far off, are they? Being serious, I think.
Oh, I think I found some. Consumed Kings. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's
The Judges of Joshua.
That's right.
Was that another
it's
Bible
all
thing?
about
Exactly,
the Bible. Man,
Some wicked names going on there.
you actually read
Everyone would have
the Bible?
thought you were like
I wasn't
Christian
reading
rock
it.
or something.
I don't think I just flicked through some random chapters.
Oh.
Had some pretty cool names.
That was when we decided on Goliath Theory. After that, after Judges of Joshua, I think there's probably some more up there, but I can't really see them.
I actually just sent them to a load of people on my Facebook and said, which of these do you think are the best name?
All right.
And a lot of people voted between Judges of Joshua, thinking Goliath Theory.
Bed for the Weary Traveller was one of the names. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
Judges of Joshua, that's got a ring to it, hasn't it?
And
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
nodding outside as well. There.
You like it?
He's liking Judges of Joshua. You can have that if you want.
They can be the next Christian rock band, I think, and have that name.
Yeah, maybe.
So how would you describe your sound in just 3 words? As there's 3 of you, pick a word each, maybe.
Big. Yeah, big. Yeah, big. No.
I was going to say loud.
Loud. I was going to say loud,
Sort
but I
of the same
chose
thing.
big.
Sort of the same thing there.
Huh?
That's sort of the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, what's yours then?
I don't know yet. Struggling on that one. Don't know.
You really don't, do you? Well, there's 2 for you. They're pretty similar.
Big and loud.
Nice.
Nice. You technically just described Goliath, really.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
If you change that one to
Fat theory.
Fat theory.
the theory of fat. So what bands inspire your sound?
Well, I know Roger's really inspired by Gaslight Anthem.
yeah, like Springsteen, old sort of rock kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I do like yourself, you like all the Rise Against stuff and things like that.
Love Rise Against.
Yeah, and that I think that creeps in there in the sound.
In terms of
So
the drumming,
far.
yeah. And stuff
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
And as well as the guitar as well. I mean, I like in terms of how it's paced and things like that, and just how it seems
Tempo
to flow a
changes,
lot of the
isn't it?
times. Yeah, yeah.
I'm really big on like trios, because obviously we're a trio, but we've got to try and focus on making us sound like we're not a trio. Like there's
Yeah,
more,
definitely, yeah.
there's more layers than there are. Bands like that. I mean, there's few like big bands that there's still only 3 of them, but like Muse do it pretty well.
Yeah,
There's only
I mean, for live performances, I think they do get in another guitarist
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I know Green Day do that now, and I think even Blink-182 do that as well. But when you're playing those sort of massive arenas and
Yeah.
festivals, I
Yeah,
guess
but
you
still-
probably need to.
We're-
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, we're still trying to kind of focus on just making a big sound, basically.
Fat sound with
Yeah.
3 pieces, yeah.
Royal Blood do, right? And there's just 2 of them.
Royal Blood, yeah. Great example. I don't know how he does it.
He has like
Pedals and shit, isn't it?
he has like a bass / guitar, doesn't he?
It's-
He like has a pedal that makes his bass sound
Yeah.
like a guitar.
He's got some.
I was like, if I
weird-
knew that, if I knew I could do that with bass, I would have kept my bass. I was like, that is incredible. Like,
That's pretty
That
cool.
is sick.
it's
yeah.
awesome.
I mean, Biffy Clyro is another one as well.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
I mean, I'd
Cairo
like,
too.
and I think they keep a 3-piece 4-stage performances, don't they? A lot of the time.
Last time I,
mean, they
saw
have a
them,
lot
they
of-
didn't,
Oh,
but
no.
they did for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because but then I suppose they did have a lot of like backing tracks as well, kind of not backing tracks, but like with
Yeah.
a puzzle, like beginning of that album. It's
Yeah,
all
they
violins and
started
things like that.
introducing
Yeah, it's all
guitar
big,
stuff. Yeah.
big noise kind of things, but it's all orchestral.
There was another 3-piece that were really good as well. Reuben, you ever heard of them? They were around for not very long.
It rings a bell, but
Yeah.
I've never.
Kind of,
Yeah, it does.
kind of a math rocky vibe to them as well.
What is math rock?
It's like when everything's like kind of complicated and technical, and it just changes up in the song.
Right.
I think that's how
okay.
you kind of categorize it as math rock.
Right.
It's not like a normal structure to a song.
Kind of like
Like it
Animals
just
as Leaders or
instantly
something.
changes to something
Probably
else.
like Animals as Leaders, I reckon.
Like the drum beat completely changes and it just breaks down into something else.
Yeah, that's what he's
and then
talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe.
If you
but-
want to, check out Animals as Leaders.
Yeah, but Reuben were like the masters of that, and
Oh,
a lot
okay.
of bands were inspired by them to sort of use that style. They were sort of the pioneers of that genre.
Check out Reuben then.
Yes,
I will
check out
Reuben.
Reuben.
I
You
just
will
thought-
not be
I just thought
disappointed.
it was about maths.
singing about maths.
A little
Would
bit.
you be into that?
No, I don't think many people would they?
A band who's been featured on this podcast who are kind of that genre as well, and really inspired by Ruben and Biffy Clyro, are Goldblum.
You sent me the thing earlier. I listened to a bit of that.
Yes, yeah, they did an acoustic thing, and
Right.
they've got that sort of math rocky vibe, an old school Biffy Clyro sort of thing going on. You know when Biffy were good.
All right, still.
All right.
Yeah, they're doing alright for
Still
themselves. Yeah. So who is the Grease fan in the band?
Well, we did that cover, but it's because I don't really like the musical that much. It's just a nice song, isn't it?
The one that I want.
Yeah.
Why? Whose idea was that?
Well, there was a weird period when from the previous band I was in to this one where there wasn't much going on, and I would just record stuff and put it online on YouTube and stuff of just me playing acoustic guitar and singing, and tried to steal the platform of the band to promote it, I guess. And
Snakes.
Solid business plan.
yeah, exactly. And
Did it work?
a little bit, got like 100 views on some of them, which is not a lot, but it's enough.
I count that as a win.
Yeah.
When any of these get 100 views, so.
Yeah, it's all right. And but I just recorded an acoustic version of it. It was like a bit slow and sort of melancholy sort of sound.
It's
to it.
definitely unique.
Yeah,
definitely.
but then I brought it to the band when we were still a two-piece at the time.
Yeah, that was
two-piece,
before me.
Yeah, and we just made it sort of heavy and rocky, and sort of thought, let's just play around with it and see what we can do with it, and sort of tried to put our own stamp on it.
Yeah, rise against it, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
When it kicks in.
Yeah,
It is, yeah. How well does that go down when you play it live?
Pretty good.
They love it. They lap it up.
They
They do though. They actually do, don't they?
yeah. To be fair, a lot of the
Because
time.
everyone knows the song.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you're at a gig and everyone's trying to act cool and like, oh yeah, rock and roll. They all know that song. They've all seen the music.
Well, we're trying to go down the same route now. Keep our covers sort of to classics. Timeless
Yeah.
classics.
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
Well, we're
Although-
really trying
It's
to.
very obscure. Like you wouldn't expect
No, yeah.
a rock band to
And I
do
think
that
that's
song.
I think that's a good thing a little bit, because you just wouldn't expect to see it.
Because
Yeah.
we played it
Yeah.
at one gig, maybe like third from last in the set or something. Well, someone advised us, you should put it earlier in the set because
Yeah.
it gets people warmed up. You know,
Yeah,
people
yeah,
know
definitely.
it, they can sing along to it. So we've started putting it earlier in the set just to kind of,
Just
keep
people
get
in the
people
room, kind of
dancing.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
Another great one for us is Fiddler, Awkward by Fiddler,
Yeah.
which is also a great just mosh tune.
It's
Yeah.
great fun.
It's not so much one that is popularly known as much, I don't think, but people love it.
The
kind
tempo of it,
yeah.
the way it is.
It's just really fun. So it's really fun to play as well,
Yeah.
I think. And it does seem to go down well pretty much most of the time. And then when people do know it, they get really excited about it, and it's really fun. We were playing in London, this bloke was like, fucking Fiddler! And I was just like, yeah, it's cool, isn't it? That's cool.
One person
nice.
knows the song.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because of that, though, everybody else got involved.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, because this
All
one
those
guy
ones,
was so hyped about it, everyone else was just like, yeah, all right, let's dance with him. So it was pretty sick.
So let's talk about your EP, Family Size.
All right.
It's an EP?
Yeah.
It is an EP. Is the one that I want on that, or is it not?
So you can
wow.
download it. You can get it.
How did you get around the copyright thing with that?
Oh, we didn't.
I
You
don't
just-
think we did really.
Yeah, you just.
I mean,
We're not making a profit from it.
we're
at all.
not selling it.
Yeah.
No.
No,
We've-
well, yeah, you're not. So John Travolta's not going to be mad.
We're not making any money from it.
Did you consider that? I've never thought about
No,
it.
I
like
wouldn't.
It's only
I wouldn't worry about it. Who
No,
cares?
no.
Who cares?
I mean,
Thanks for bringing it up, though.
I thought you might have spoken to John Travolta or something. Or, I don't know. There might have been an interesting story. But you could make one up.
Would have been an interesting story there.
well,
You could say you have spoken to him. He probably wouldn't remember. Like, yeah, he's getting
very
old.
old.
Probably got dementia.
Yeah. Probably. Well, maybe.
So when did you record the EP?
We recorded it in my church, in my village.
Your church.
Well, not my church, but the church
The Church
to
of
which
Joe.
I go. Yeah. It's great fun. We have a good old time in that church. But yeah,
You what?
what?
It was
Make
good,
it sound a
yeah.
bit weird.
It's just a big room. You know, sounds nice.
It's always dark.
Yeah, it's always quite dark.
So they have bread and wine, didn't they?
It's just to build it, you know. People like turn up to this like freaking chapel, okay, and they're like, "We're going in there," and I'm like, "What's wrong with going in there?" They'd be like, "But it's the church, it's a bit weird," and I'm like, "It's just a building. Get over it."
It's not like they're Satanists and they'll like burn at the door or something. You know,
It is
it's just a
literally
church.
just a building. It sounds good. It sounds good.
This is in terms of like acoustics and that when we're playing there.
Was it free to record in there then? I'm
Yeah.
guessing?
Yeah, it's just a
his
small
church.
church.
So would
It's
you
just-
recommend that for other bands to go to churches and record?
It depends on
Well,
what sound you're going for.
You don't
Obviously,
want to go for a massive church unless
Yeah, you don't want the
looking
echoey effect.
for- It's a really small building, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's
However,
not, it's not big for a church. Really.
Kashmir, who's that by Led Zeppelin or something? Who's Kashmir by? Was the drums were recorded in a sports hall with
Okay.
room mics in the top four
Yeah.
corners of the room.
Oh, that's cool.
So there you go, in case you're going for that kind of sound. But yeah, so we just thought, the thinking was, we want a big sound, so we'll go in a big room and just do it. It was multi-tracked, but it was played live.
Yeah.
So yeah, all in the same room, in the same space. So
think-
that's the sound we got.
One major part of it was that it was all free as well.
Very true as well. Completely free. All the equipment is either mine or borrowed.
So how long did that take? Were you in a day or two?
A
or-
day.
A day.
A day. Wow.
I mean,
That's pretty impressive.
for the rest, I mean, we had to record vocals on top of it afterwards.
Yeah.
So I suppose it took 2 days, really.
Don't get us wrong either, we couldn't play to a click for shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there were a few logistical issues
We did it
about
live,
setting it up
yeah.
that way.
Well, we tried to do it on separate multi-tracks to begin with
I haven't played
for
to a
about
click in so long.
an hour, and it was just an hour of us going, "Oh fucking hell,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
this?" And then eventually we were just like, "Should we just play it live?" What's
Which
the point?
in the end got a wicked sound.
Yeah,
Really.
much better.
To be
than
honest,
think we
I
anticipated.
wouldn't have been able to tell.
No,
So that's a compliment
That's right.
right there.
Thank you.
thank you.
But now I know I'm going to be really critical and be like,
Yeah.
that's wrong.
You'll hear the mess ups as well, because obviously we couldn't go back and change it. It had to be
That's
perfect
right.
when we played it.
Yeah, like, you know, if I'd got a shit take, but
Yeah.
like Callum was like, "That was perfect, do it, that's it, that's the take," and I'd be like, "Well, no," and he'd be like, "No, that's the perfect take." So we had to just go with it.
Yeah, it's true actually. Yeah.
That's how it works in that kind of situation.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
best
very,
one.
it's quite an old school way of doing it. I think no other band I don't think has done that. That's been in here. Definitely, they haven't recorded just a live,
Right.
technically an EP. So
It just made a lot more sense
Quick.
for our
Yeah,
situation,
for
I
the
think.
situ-
Yeah, I mean, you
I
can.
think it's good. I think it's different, and
I
why
mean-
the hell not?
I think that the reason why we did it that way
Yeah.
is because you can quite happily go and spend £400 or £500 on some bloke who sort of knows half about what he's talking about, and he's got sort of come up to you and said, "Oh yeah, I'll do this for 200 quid, 300 quid."
Yeah.
That estimate got lower, but anyway. And then yeah, you get sort of a half-assed EP that's not necessarily what you thought it was gonna be, kind of thing. Because again, with the old band that I was in, we recorded an EP. The chat was really nice. I think our music was probably more of the issue at the time because it was early. It was early. It was young. I don't know. It was silly. And but we spent a ludicrous amount of money, about sort of £600-700, getting it recorded and mastered and all that kind of stuff. And we did all this for 70 quid.
Yeah,
You know, a tenth of the
Yeah.
price. It's silly. You know.
All credit goes to Ben Garraway at Sound Garage.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah.
Wouldn't sound as good as it does. Thank you, Ben, if you're listening.
For inquiries, go to www.thesoundgarage.com.
Where's the .co.uk?
Oh, I don't know. Try 'em both.
Go see him if you want a cheap EP. That sounds
Well, I don't think you should advertise that. I think he wants.
if you're good friends with him.
We didn't get mates. He didn't give us mates.
approach him in a public toilet.
Go befriend him first. Then.
Yeah, it's about a year's worth of like
follow
your time.
him. Follow him home first. So I want to know what your favourite tracks are on the EP.
For me, I think it's Family Ties. Do you want reasoning?
I would, please.
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, in terms of the
It has to be a special song because I guess you called the EP after it. So
yeah, true. I don't know. Well, we wrote our first song, Gushing Blood, and then we sort of wrote that fairly soon after, and we were both like,
So much better than Gushing.
we think that's our best song. And but I still really like Gushing Blood, but I just think Family Ties sort of steps above a little bit. It's got a little bit more to it, like musically. It moves around a bit more, I suppose. That's why I like it.
I'd go for Don't Let the River Run Cold, which is, it's got that kind of country. Well, no, it hasn't got. It starts out like you think, oh, it's kind of country. Do you know what I mean? But then it goes into like, and then it just ends up big, and it's great. It's just a big, good sound. It just sounds good.
I think you kind of mislead people with the kind of intro to that. You're like, oh, this is going in a different direction.
Yeah.
And then it just gets loud again. It's like, okay.
Yeah, like when when you introduce it at gigs, and then you go, okay, this is a bit of a slower one, and then you realise, oh wait, it's not actually slower. It's pretty quick.
Yeah. For me, it's got to be Gushing Blood.
Really?
Yeah, really. Oh, rubbish. Love the drop at the beginning, the tempo changes as well, the feel of the song as it progresses through, and then the ending as well. That mash-up ending is just wicked, I think.
Well, that changed when we recorded it, and you put in a drum beat towards the end, where it's just like, it's really cool. Yeah, it's like really heavy and really cool. Whereas when we were doing it live before that, it wasn't that.
Again, as well, the one that you want cover has changed from the recording a little bit, especially how the drums are done at the end as well.
That's it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know.
Thanks for telling me.
Before we jump into that last chorus, I just sort of like smash the drums a bit instead of just letting it sort of like float out and then go into it.
Oh, right.
I think
That's fun.
it just gives a bit more momentum, sort of thing. I think.
Yeah.
So maybe we should record it again.
Yeah. Well, I suppose none of it's like really tightly kind of arranged. Something happens on a gig and like it just turns into a bit of a jam. We just go with it, don't we? We don't kind of panic and think, oh, the song's.
That's what I like. I really like that when bands can just veer off in songs and it can just turn into a jam and organically morph into something else, or then just roll into the next song. So why did you decide to release the EP for free on SoundCloud?
I think that was because we booked a gig in London, and we thought, oh, loads of people are going to come to this gig. So we were like, right, we should get everything prepared, get CDs, make sure it's all ready on the website, or make like all that kind of shit. And it got to about a day before, and we're like, fuck, we haven't ordered the CDs. So we were sort of in a bit of a pickle, and we decided. I mean, I think we previously decided it would be free anyway. But we were going to sell the CD at the thing, and at that point we were just like, oh shit, what are we going to do? So we put it on a little QR code and handed it out to people, and thought we'll just give it out for free, because why not really? I mean, we didn't really spend that much money to make it, and
I guess,
we just want to. I mean, ultimately, we just want to have people listen to our music.
Yeah.
I don't mind if they don't pay for it, kind of thing. Maybe at some point in the future, but
at least at the end of the day, you're on someone's iPod.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think that's the goal at the moment, is just to have people hear us over anything. Yeah.
If people are downloading it, then that's the main thing.
I mean, we've had on our SoundCloud anyway, which is like the only place you can get it. We want to try and get it onto iTunes and Spotify and all that kind of stuff.
It's on CD, baby.
It's on CD, baby. No, I don't understand. Yeah, it's up there, but I don't know how to. I think you've got to pay to get it on Spotify and all that kind of stuff, but it's not much. Yeah. But
do the whole Bandcamp thing as well. That's good.
Yeah.
We're doing our Family Ties at the moment, which we're pushing a bit.
Which we're paying for.
we are advertising it, yeah. But if you go into the analytics and that, we've had like people, that aren't subscribed to us watch it all the way through. So it's quite nice to see.
Yeah, seeing like it's
very hard to get people who don't know you to just sit down for 3.5 minutes to listen to a song.
That's exactly what I'm
they've
saying.
Never heard.
That's the hardest thing about it.
Even getting a handful, it's a result, really.
I think it's pretty good. That would have like 12 or so people watch it.
You can't complain. Like, people kind of take it for granted, I think, when it starts to get in the higher end of the hundreds and stuff like that. But
I think a lot of people miss where it starts off from.
You have to really claw your way to even get in people's attention. So if you can do that in any shape or form, like, who cares, as long as you do get your music out there. As long as you're not selling yourselves short, but if you haven't spent a lot of money, then why not? Yeah. It kind of makes sense. And now we're going to play one of your tracks. Would you like to introduce it for us?
This is our first song that we ever made. Completely original and wicked. Gushing Blood. Hope you enjoy it.
What are some of your personal highlights been with the band? What about funniest moments?
Tell you what, alright, okay. Here we go.
I'm laughing already.
Story mode with Callum Kenyon.
Danny's Bar, Esquires, setting the scene. cold, wet night, I think it was. Alright. Gonna do jam night together, because that'd be sick. Get us some tunes out there, some new tunes. Roger tells us he's not looking too good, Roger. Right, just let you know. Look a bit pale in the face, saying he's been ill. Goes off to the toilet.
A man comes up to him. Can I be your bassist?
Story for another time. We'll get this message on our group chat. Me and Joe pull out our phone saying, who sent that? Was that you? Was that... No, it's got a message from Roger on the toilet telling us about his wet, filthy
Poo. It was horrible.
I think it said pure liquid, didn't it?
Liquid.
Liquid sevens.
Did you have like food poisoning or something? What
I don't know. I went to Pizza Hut for the first time in years. I just might want to cut that bit out. I don't know. Slander Pizza Hut. But
insert questionable pizza brand here.
But I don't know. I just got back. I thought I'd suddenly became lactose intolerant because I just really needed the toilet. But I think it just happens before gigs. I get a bit pooey. You know.
Does this happen at every show?
Yeah, pretty much.
It does.
I generally feel like I'm going to poo myself for about a half hour before the gig. And then
what about on stage?
No, once we're there,
okay,
it's fine.
I really don't want to wear your t-shirt.
It's just pre-gig. It seems a bit.
My issue is having too many beers and a cigarette before a gig. I don't smoke, so when I smoke with Roger, I get all dizzy.
We're talking normal cigarette.
Get above the drum kit, and I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm doing. Just get a wobbly. It's so stupid. I don't even smoke.
Everyone's just like, oh yeah, we're just going out for a fag, right? Oh yeah, and then Callum's like, let me join in. Roger, roll me a cigarette.
So you get dizzy on cigarettes, you're shitting yourself in the toilets. What do you do before a gig?
Oh.
Can you top that?
No.
Not really, to be honest.
Are you just there on stage waiting for them?
Yeah, generally, I just kind of get there, get set up, and then I'm ready to play. Do you know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, you do a lot more musically than we would have done so far, I would say.
I suppose you don't do any other gigs apart from with this.
This is it, yeah, that's all I do. Yeah.
Right,
You're not stupid enough to get dizzy before you go on the drum.
You'll learn one day, Padawan.
You also don't drink, do you? So
No, yeah, I stay sober, I don't smoke, I just get on with it. It's just...
The mum of the band. Watch
yeah, sorry.
A responsible parent. Every band needs one of those, I think, because...
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Tiltback need that.
A manager. That's what that is.
A responsible adult supervision.
I just thought of a pretty funny story.
Go on then.
Okay.
It was like an answer to your previous question that should have been the answer. But it took
okay.
But we played a gig in London, and we did our sound check to about 2 people that were in the bar. We played on one of our new songs that we hadn't done before live. And it's called Fast. And we did it, and this bloke was just like, "Oh, that's a £5 million song, that is." And we were like, "Okay, cool, that's really nice, thank you." And then he came up to us afterwards when we sat down, and he was like, "That song's really good. I really like it." And he started going, you're a fat motherfucker," to us. And we were like, that's not the lyrics to the song. That's not what it is, because the lyrics are, you're a fast motherfucker. And he just got it completely wrong and started running around this pub just calling everyone a fat motherfucker. And it was really funny. But he really liked the song, so it was cool.
You just didn't have the heart to tell him.
No, I didn't want to.
He was wrong.
Yeah. Well, he said he was part of a
scooter
club. Yeah, and he wasn't allowed to go around to his girlfriend's house because his parents didn't like him, but he was like 40, so it was a bit weird. But he was nice. He was nice enough. Yeah, he was nice enough. Hope if he ever hears this.
Yeah.
I doubt he will.
Kidnapped Simon Cowell, didn't he? And tell him to show him the track.
What
is that what he said?
That's what he said to us. Yeah.
What?
He was like, "You should go kidnap Simon Cowell."
Put a gun to his head. Yeah, that was my school.
Yeah, he did love it. He was
He
like,
did.
he's our
Simon
number
Cowell
one
would be
fan.
like, yeah, I think you should change the lyrics to Fat from a motherfucker.
Yeah, he liked it.
So what are your plans for 2017? Are you going to do another EP? Or what are you going to do?
That has already been spoken of. Actually, no, an album, I think, was what you were saying.
Album.
An album, yeah, and then maybe we could actually sell it this time.
Like, it's very hard to fill an album with great songs.
Yeah.
Even bands now struggle to make 12 really good songs. Like, sometimes there is a lot of filler in with albums, and I think that bands at this
rare.
level have the grandiose idea of having albums, and it will please the masses because there's loads of songs. But I think sometimes you could take probably 5 of those tracks and make a really decent EP,
I suppose that's the
or
thing.
make a
is that-
double single or something. I think it creates more demand that way.
Yeah, true. I suppose if we were to throw everything at the wall at once,
Yeah.
then you've kind of you've thrown all your
That's all
eggs
we've
at the
got.
wall, didn't you?
Yeah.
Your eggs are out of the basket at that point.
You know, it's obviously what everyone wants to do. They all want to make an album, but I think it is a big risk.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. To be fair, it does make sense.
Yeah, maybe just an EP then.
Not that I'm saying don't do it. I'm saying do it if you want to do it. But
No, you're not.
I would heavily do your research on how that went for other bands.
Well, it's
What worked and what didn't work, or why did it work if they did do it a certain way. Like, how much PR did they get before they released it? How many shows were they playing, and was there hype at the time? Bands at this level, I think less is more. That's just my personal opinion, because obviously I'm getting bands in here every week, and they're all in the same boat. They all want to do the things that all the big bands are doing. They want to do albums, they want to do this, and I think, you know, some bands are doing it, not say the right way, but they have the right idea where they're thinking, right, we'll just do a really small EP, or we'll just do a really good song, ride that for a while, see if there is a demand, then we'll do a couple more songs, see how that goes. I think you have to reel it back in and just keep teasing little things here and there. Do like a B-side, do like acoustic versions of your tracks, change it up a bit. More of the same, but just different, so people get a feel for all the different ways your sound can go, and I think that creates demand.
That's really interesting.
It is actually, yeah. I think the issue with us, especially for our plans for 2017, is that we're all just on a Facebook group chat most of the time. So, and then an idea will come up, and then someone will chat about that for a little bit, and then we'll talk about fucking t-shirts or something, and then we'll say, and then someone will put in the chat, "Have you checked out this YouTube video? Have you seen this movie?" It's like we're just going off the track all the time. So we've done one gig this month, and actually I was hoping to hit a higher quota personally with the band.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah, you can apologise.
But it is hard. I'm not saying it's easy at all, because, you know, a lot of people, they want to focus on, shit, we need to play loads of shows, but then it has to be working to something. It's like, well, why are you playing those shows? What are you promoting?
That's right.
Do you have any music to buy? They're like, oh no, we don't. We're just playing shows. It has to all be a balancing act of, why are you doing this? What is this going to lead to? What's the next thing?
I think we do consider that.
Well, yeah, I think maybe the next stage is maybe make it. we should maybe the next stage is.
Would you like me to be your manager? That's what I'm saying.
Proposition.
Might be a good idea actually.
I'll approach you in the toilet after.
Yeah, I'll hang
Definitely might
around.
stink.
Maybe the next idea is to make a CD, a physical copy that people can buy, that we can take to shows, and we'll try and push that. Just try and keep pushing the EP we've got.
Yeah, I mean, we've had people come up to us after a gig, and even when we did some busking to promote the most recent gig we've done, and
That's why I wanted to ask you. Did you make more from busking than you did playing that gig?
Yes,
Well, we didn't make
but
any
then,
money.
well, we didn't make it in the end. We gave it all to Salvation Army in the end.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, but what I mean is, in general, like any other gig you played.
We've made more money from that busking
Than any gig we've played.
than our entire band's life, pretty much. Yeah. Actually,
You made like what, 15, 20
15, 20, yeah, about that, yeah.
What are your music career goals? Playing certain venues, festivals, or bands? you would like to share the stage with?
I would like to share the stage with Gaslight Anthem at some point, but that's never going to happen because they're not a part anymore.
Well,
They're on a
might get
hiatus.
together.
They're on a hiatus, which is a bit annoying.
Really? Since
But that'd be
when?
sick. I don't know, a couple of years ago now,
Oh, right, I didn't know that.
since their last album.
But that whole hiatus thing, that's a big marketing ploy now. Like, everyone does that.
I think
Like, oh, we've broken up. We're never getting back together. We're going to never play together again. Guns N' Roses, Blink-182.
well, yeah.
Well,
I think
back.
I don't.
Play millions of tour dates and
Busted.
make... Yeah, exactly.
Muck busted.
Maybe you
Oh,
guys
is
should
it?
do that this year. Just be like, no, we're on hiatus. And then in a year's time, you'd be like selling out like some stupidly big venue because everyone was like, I miss this band so much.
To be honest, I'd love to be in the future look back and hopefully what I'd like us to do is have enough fans in enough areas to go do a tour or so.
Yeah.
Because even if we fail after that, I can look back at us and say, you know, we had an EP, we did a tour. That's decent. You know what I mean? Didn't waste thousands of pounds on music lessons.
Really? Oh, that's cute.
That was quite a humble answer. I like that. It wasn't like, yeah, I want to tour with Metallica and
Just
I want a headline for John Mayer.
just don't waste any time. You know what I mean?
Well, I think at like this stage though, it's more of a like playing with those sort of huge bands. I'm thinking about that's just a pipe dream, isn't it? Like
You've got to be realistic.
yeah.
exactly.
Well,
You don't set yourself goals you're going to fail at. You should set yourself something that you're going to be happy
Achievable.
with. Yeah.
yeah.
So you can look back at it and say, yeah, we had a good time. You know
Life lessons.
That's true.
So let's talk about guilty pleasures now. Songs or artists that you may be a little bit afraid to admit
Got
that you secretly
loads.
love.
Got absolutely tons.
Okay, well, keep it at like 3. Maybe just pick one.
It's ABBA. And I know
ABBA comes up so much. On this,
ABBA
on this
used to
question.
be really uncool, but I think the kind of irony of like liking ABBA is like people are over it. I just love ABBA. They're just great. The snare drum sound on every single one of their songs. Like, listen, go and pick an ABBA song that has like go pick Dancing Queen or something. Go listen to it and just listen to the snare drum, right? It's
nothing else.
great.
Would that be like your next cover that you guys would do?
It
What,
could be.
Dancing Queen?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it could be
Probably not
actually.
bad.
Could you
idea.
replicate that snare drum sound though?
Man, no, honestly, the snare drum sound, it makes me emotional.
Not the song lyrics, just that snare drum.
No. Just gets me.
Nice. I think mine's actually Ellie Goulding. Like
Nice.
a bit drop of Ellie Goulding.
I just think she makes really good, mediocre songs.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no like standout good song. There's just a lot of like, yeah, well,
Can't-
she's alright.
can't help but move to Taylor Swift's "Shake It Off" as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pretty-
Taylor
that's a good
Swift.
song. Yeah.
I
Pretty good
rate
tune.
Taylor.
Except for that horrible rapping bit in the middle, whatever that is. Oh my god.
I like the,
That made
know
me
it
want
well.
to cry in the wrong way. I think.
I like the Taylor Swift song with the sheep in. That was a good song.
That's pretty fun.
Do you like house music though?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
suppose.
guilt- like-
I suppose as a persona, that's a guilty pleasure.
Right,
Like
yeah.
at a gig, that would I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to admit that. Like a rock and roll gig kind of thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
So much. But
People in like their leather and like full denim. You'd be like, so I like house music.
so I get a group of people around. just, "Oh, what the fuck is this?"
To be honest with you, like a guilty pleasure is one thing. So, like Roger said, for a persona, you might be a bit embarrassed to admit it, but really, if you're a musician, you have to sort of appreciate everything
Yeah,
you
you
listen
do,
to.
yeah.
That's true.
That's
yeah.
why this question is so interesting, because you get so many random guilty pleasures. Like ABBA comes up so much.
Yeah,
Actually.
I'm not
It's quite
surprised.
surprising. Robbie Williams as well,
Okay.
and musicals. Phantom of the Opera's come up
Yeah,
before.
nice.
Thank you for listening all the way up to this point. You might get a gold medal or something from these guys at a gig if you
Yeah.
can say you have listened to
Oh
this
yeah,
whole
should we have a code?
podcast.
We'll make a code word.
Yeah,
Oh man.
and if you say the code word,
Say the code
you have
word.
to give them a prize
Something
for listening
really-
to the whole
something
podcast.
really
just did that at our last gig.
Yeah.
Naked bananas.
No, we can't
be the
use that.
same
We've
one.
used that
Well, it
before.
won't be the same one, no. That's-
Okay, that was the last one.
Okay.
What
What about slap of the bass? Slap of the bass.
what?
That's all right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Slap of the
So-
bass.
How about Roger stop wearing the same beanie all the time?
No.
It's an image thing.
You can get different colours though, couldn't you?
No.
No.
People need to see the rust orange hat and think that's Goliath Theory.
So is that dark or is that just sweat?
Is that sick? Is that what you do?
That beanie was originally white.
Kind of, yeah.
That's sick. I never
Yeah.
knew that.
Well, I just
Well, I never thought of it.
yeah.
Okay, what is the code word again?
The code word. The code. If you come up to any of us and say "slapper the bass," you will get a free drink at our next gig. Oh wait.
Wow.
What?
Whatever gig that may be.
Oh yeah, but that makes this dated.
No, it doesn't. It can be any gig.
It'd be any
Yeah.
next
Any
gig
gig.
doesn't date.
Yeah.
Any
Oh okay. Please you come up and say "slapper the bass." Come to our gigs.
Right, now we come to the end of the show. Where can everyone follow you on social media?
Facebook/Goliath Theory. Isn't it?
Is that it?
You got the
Yeah, we've
Insta-
got that. Instagram, which is the same thing, I think. Just look
Twitter.
up Goliath Theory. Twitter, although we don't post a lot on Twitter. Twitter's a waste of time.
It is. Yeah.
Or it feels like it.
You have
anyway.
YouTube as well, don't you?
Yes, we have
We've got
YouTube.
YouTube.
Got videos on there. When we're planning to do some more videos and do some actual music videos. That's the one.
Yeah.
Music videos. So
Okay. Cool.
yeah,
And
there should be content.
web page as
coming.
well.
Yeah, our website.
Oh, yeah,
www.goliaththeory.com.
Yeah,
And obviously you're on SoundCloud. EP's up there.
you know more than us.
Yeah.
I'm your manager.
He's our manager.
I should know. You're
Yeah.
on SoundCloud. The EP's there. Go
Yes.
download it. It's free.
Free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Free.
Literally, all you gotta do is click that little
Download button.
that little download button.
Yeah. And leave a comment if you've listened
do
to
that,
this.
click on that little heart as well.
Yeah. All that stuff.
Show the love.
That would be nice.
I want people to comment on our stuff.
That would
That's really shit.
It would be nice. I do always check. Any comments yet? No new likes. Maybe there's a shit comment on that.
And you can follow Local Distortion on Facebook as well. Just type in Local Distortion Podcast. I'll come up. And I'm on Twitter as well. Dan L Distortion. And please subscribe to this YouTube channel because this is where I put all my content.
Do it.
Do it.
Fantastic.
Jeez.
Please subscribe.
It's getting desperate.
And I'm on Patreon as well. So go check out that page as well if you want to.
Give him some money.
Well,
Do
Is that
give
how
us
it
some
works?
money. Yeah,
yeah.
so we can get on iTunes and you can listen to it safely in your car.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is the reason. That
Yeah,
is what,
that
that
is-
is
that
what
is
you
the
are
main
For
donating.
reason.
your safety.
for your safety, please donate to my Patreon. Right, thank you to my guest, Goliath Theory. Now we're going to set up some acoustic stuff for some undiscovered sessions.
Wicked.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Thank you all for listening.
Is that wrong clap?
No one ever clapped.
Oh,